Hello everyone, today we will be present about software testing. What is Agile testing? A software testing practice that follows the principle of Agile software development is called the Agile testing. Agile is iterative development methodology where requirements evolve through collaboration between customer and self-organized teams and agile agile development with customer needs. This is a graphical representation agile testing. The first fix defects, then release over release working component. The second is testing as separate place over continuous testing. And the third, tester reposability over team and reposability for quality. The fourth, detailing test planting as start over incremental test planting to absorb change. And the last one is specialization over the multi-sessional skill. Principle of agile testing. The first, testing is not a phase. Agile team tests continuously and continuous testing is the only way to ensure continuous progress. The second, testing moves the project forward. When following the conventional method, testing is considered as quality gate, but agile testing provides feedback on an ongoing basis, and the product meets the business demand. The third, everyone tests. In conventional SDLC, only test team tests, while in Agile include developer and BA test the application. And the last one, shortening feedback response time. In conventional SDLC, only during the expand testing business team will get to know the product development, while in Agile, for each and every iteration, they can invoice and continuous feedback shorten and feedback response time and cost invoice to fixing is also less.
Next is advantage of agile testing. Agile testing saves time and money, less documentation, regular feedback from the end user. Daily meeting can help to determine the issues well in advance. Next, disadvantage of agile model. Disadvantage in case of some software deliverable, especially the last one, it is difficult to assess the effort required at the beginning of the software development life cycle. There is lack of emphasis on necessary designing and documentation. The project can easily get taken off track if the customer representative is not clear what final outcome that they want. Next, understanding the agile methodology. One requirement to design, 3 implementation, 4 verification, and the last one is maintenance. You are still wondering what exactly Agile is all about. Its basic principle can probably best be explained in comparison to more traditional approach to software development such as waterfall, which Agile adherents believe to be archaic holdover from an era when software first became a packaged commodity to be produced and sold to consumers like other physical goods.
SDLC Agile model. Agile SDLC model is a combination of iterative and incremental process model with focus on process adaptability and customer satisfaction by rapid delivery of working software product. Agile method break the product into small incremental builds. These builds are provided in iterations Each iteration typically lasts for about 1 to 3 weeks. Every iteration involves cross-functional teams working simultaneously on various areas like planning, requirement analysis, and design. Agile vs traditional SDLC model. Agile is based on the adaptive software development method, whereas the traditional SDLC model, like the waterfall model, is based on a predictive approach. Predictive teams in the traditional SDLC model usually work with detailed planning and have a complete forecast of the exact track and feature to be delivered in the next few months or during the product life cycle. Agile vs Waterfall method. Agile and Waterfall model are two different methods for software development process. Thus, they are different in their approach. Both methods are useful at times depending on the requirement. Agile method propose incremental and iterative approach to software design. The agile process is broken into individual modules that designers work on, and waterfall model. Development of the software flows sequentially from start point to end point. The design process is not broken into an individual module. The customer can only see the product at the endpoint of the product.
Agile testing methodologies. 1. Scrum. 2. Keystone methodologies. 3. DSDM or Dynamic Software Development Method. 4. FDD or Feature Driven Development. 5. Lean Software Development. 6. XP or Extreme Programming. Scrum. Scrum is an agile development method which concentrates specifically on how to manage tasks within a team-based development environment. Basically, Scrum is derived from activities that occur during a rugby match. Scrum believes in empowering the development team and advocates working in small teams. Scrum Master is responsible for setting up the team sprint meeting and remove obstacles to progress. Product owner. The product owner creates product backlog, prioritizes the backlog, and is responsible for the delivery of the functionality at each iteration. DSDM or Dynamic Software Development Method. DSDM is a rapid application development approach to software development and provides an agile project delivery framework. The important aspect of DSDM is that the users are required to be enrolled actively and the team are given the power to make decisions. Frequent delivery of product becomes the active focus with DSDM. The technique used in DSDM timeboxing. XP or Extreme Programming. Extreme programming technique is very helpful when there is constantly changing demand or requirement from the customer and when they are not sure about the functionality of the system. It advocates frequent releases of the product in short development cycle which inherently improve the productivity of the system, and also introduce a checkpoint where any customer requirement can be easily implemented. DXP develops software keeping customer in the target.
This page is Extreme Programming Image Representation. Next, this page is Rapid Application Development. Rapid Application Development, or RAD, is both a general term used to refer to alternative to the conventional waterfall model of software development, as well as the name for the Martin approach to rapid development. In general, RAD approach to software development puts less emphasis on planning and more emphasis on process. Ideal model design. Ideal model distributes the analysis, design, build, and test phase into a series of short iterative development cycles. Business modeling. The business model for the product under development is designed in terms of flow of information and the distribution of information between various business channels. Data modeling. The information gathered in the business modeling phase is reviewed and analyzed to form sets of data objects. Vital for the business. The attribute of our datasets is identify and define. The relation between these data objects are established and defined in detail in relevance to the business model. Next is process modeling. The data objects set defined in the data modeling phase are convened to establish the business information flow needed to achieve specific business objectives as per the business model. The business model for any change or enhancement to the data object set is defined in this phase. Next, application generation. The actual system is built and coding is done by using automation tools to convert process and data model into actual prototype. And the last one is testing and turnover. The overall testing time is reduced in the RD model as the prototypes are independently tested during every interaction. However, the data flow and the interface between all the components need to be thoroughly tested with complete test coverage since most of the programming components have already been tested. And thank you for watching our presentation, and we hope that gets full score to us. And thank you, teacher.